Welcome back everyone to the part 3 of this plant website. In this stage we are going to be prototyping. So for those that are just coming in, this is part 3. We have used part 1 and part 2 to design the website like this. So if you want to learn how we did it, please, I recommend you check the part 1 and part 2. Okay, but if you are just interested on the prototyping, okay, the link to the file will be in the description, so you can be able to check it out. Okay, if you access the link file, a lot of people are requesting access to be able to edit the file. Okay, what I would want you to do is that the way you can get any file in Figma or this particular file is to come here to the file name. Okay, click on this little arrow here, and then you're going to get an option that says duplicate to draft. Once you do that, you now have your own copy. You can share, you can edit, and you can do whatever you want with it. Okay, so with that being said, I recommend you stick around because I'm going to be revealing some tips and tricks to get smooth transition and to create nice animations with any component or with any elements in your design. Let's get to work because we have a lot to do. Okay, so the first thing we do is to be able to preview the first page here. A lot are going on right now. The background is moving. There you see this animation here, and then whenever you hover on every element here, it changes. Okay, so let's get to work. Okay, now the first we are going to do is to select this man, go to this frame, double click on it, and you'll be able to select the image that is on that frame. What I want you to do is to hold Alt key, duplicate that image out like this. Okay, so in this stage, all you just have to do is to convert to a component like this. Once you convert to a component, you have option to add variants. Now I need to have up to 3 variants, so I will click on that plus button there to add another variant. Now what we are meant to do here is to determine the zoom length. Okay, I'll click on that little note there to extend this one like this, but if it's not working, just leave it where it is. Okay, or you can just select this one, extend the component, so you can be able to adjust this side because I want to see the gap in between them like that. Okay, what you want to do now is to determine the zoom length of every image. So what you do is to select the second image and go back to make sure you're on design, double click on this, and you'll be able to get the option to check the fill. Now change it from fill to crop. Once you do that, all I want you to do for me now is to hold Shift and Alt and click and drag like this. Okay, some of you that are curious why Shift and Alt at the same time, that might be too difficult to remember. Okay, now look at the way they work. If I click on this man without holding any keystroke, I just press Ctrl Z to undo. Okay, so without holding any keystroke, if I scale, we have a lot of problem now. Number one is that the image is scaling from one side, is going towards one direction, and number two is that the image squash. That is a very bad design error. Okay, so we need to prevent those. All I will do, press Ctrl Z to undo all that I've done there. Now when you want to scale something proportionally each side, you hold Alt. By the time you hold Alt, you can see every side scales equally, but the image is still squashing, and that is where this Shift comes in. So while scaling now, you hold Shift at the same time. Now you now be able to scale the image proportionally like this. So determine the zoom length. It doesn't need the more the length, the more the movement. So we just want a little bit of smooth movement. So I don't think you should scale it too much. Yeah, don't scale it too much. Just a little difference there. So the next one, click to the next image there, and obviously change it to crop, and then use the same keystroke, Shift Alt, and click and drag like this. Obviously this one is going to be bigger, yeah, just like this. Okay, and then we are going to prototype. Switch to the prototyping view here, select this one, drag like this, change it to after delay, and I think just copy my settings, the things that are necessary here. After delay, the delay should be 800 milliseconds. The more you increase this, the more the delay stays, which I don't recommend you should stay much, or less if that is what you want. Then the duration is very important too. Okay, make the duration at least 1000 milliseconds should be nice. Okay, so select this one too after delay. Okay, just like that. Now I would want the animation to loop. That means you should start all over again once you get to this point. So in this case, all you have to do is to drag this man down upwards. That is back to where you started from. Okay, so drag it to this particular dude there, and then change it to after delay, and determine the duration settings there. Okay, so we might want to preview to make sure that everything is working well for us. Bring up a frame, any frame size, it doesn't matter for now. Okay, now I want you to select this one, duplicate like this. Okay, so just hold out key to click and drag to duplicate. Another way you can do that is to come here to assets. Probably once you go to assets, it will be looking like this. Okay, double click and go to the page that you are into. Right now it's on this one. Okay, you might want to rename your component sets so that you can easily find them around, because as time goes on you might be creating a lot of component sets and it will be difficult to find them. So double click on this and just call it BG, that is background image. Now what you do is to select this frame. Now press shift backspace to preview the design, and once you do that you can see the animation now. Okay, see the way it is. Okay, it's kind of cool to my taste. Okay, if you don't want it like this, maybe it's too fast or it's too slow, go and adjust the timing, the duration, and the after delay. I think you'll be able to get what you want probably. Now once you are good, I think once you are done, please just adjust this like this. And the next one is to come here. What we'll do now, okay, once you've done animating this man, I will select this, just duplicate it out like this so that for me to have like a copy. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is to bring up on this asset. I will drag this man out like this, press Ctrl X to copy, and select the one that we have here and press Ctrl Shift R to paste and replace. Okay, what I did is just basically to paste the component instance that I animated, that is the component instance of this people, and then replace it with the original one here. Okay, you can see this one is now purple because it's a component, and this one is not a purple. Okay, so now you can also preview by pressing shift backspace like this and to see how it is here. Okay, I think if I'm to work on it, the movement is too much. I might want to increase the duration, something like 2000, 3000, and so on and so forth, so it will be a little bit slow. Okay, so the next one is to work on this dude here. This one is very, very important. Now what we'll do is that, you see the image here swaps. You can see the way change, and the right up here changes, and this one changes, and many things going on there. Okay, I will select this man. I'll press Alt key to duplicate like this and come here. What I want to do is to get enough images as much as I can. Okay, so I think I'm not going to get many images now. Let's use this one for an instance. Okay, let's cancel this. What I'll do here is to come here, hold Alt key to duplicate this man. Now you can see the way it is here. I want you to duplicate again like this. This is a different image altogether. Or maybe if I want to use a different image, so you can be able to include what I've done here. Let's go back to the design, class design, and we need to get these images and this. Control C, then go back to the prototyping page and Control V. Okay, now a lot of things that don't want is getting too big. So what you do is select this man and go back to design, come to press the scale tool here, scale like this. You see the scale sign of this one of the select this one, you see, just select this scale, Ctrl C to copy, select this, Ctrl V, enter, Ctrl enter like this. Okay, so basically this is what you do to this. Alright, now you have these guys having the same size. So what we want to do is select them like this, like this, like this. Shift A to add auto layout on them. Okay, so once you add auto layout, you can see they have this. They are now spaced out the way I want, or maybe I can decide to go back to move to here, determine the size, that is a gap on the auto layout like this. Okay, now what we want to do is to frame this auto layout, that is add a frame inside an auto layout. Let me duplicate this one so you get it clear. I will right click and say frame selection. When I frame selection, I want you to observe something here. See, I have a frame named there, frame 175. If I expand it, you can see the auto layout is still there. Now, how does it come into play? You can see this place. If I drag this one here to here, you can see it will create a lot of mess. So what I want to do is to select the main frame, the frame I added, click here to resize it while the auto layout is still in like this. Okay, you can see we still have the auto layout here, and then we have the frame that we created here. So I just want to resize this one to fit within the frame of this man. You can see where it stops, so I will take the frame size, okay, like this. Now when I do something like this, you can see there's not much has not changed yet, but make sure the frame is selected and check this and I say click content, so it can only review what is inside. So if I duplicate this man again like this, I can be able to go to the auto layouts. You can double click, or you can just select the frame and select the auto layout inside. Now I can be able to use the arrow key to view things like this. I don't know if that is nice. I don't know if you get the gist now. So if you can be able to select the frame and move it like that. Okay, so I think that is for this one. The next one is the price. The price changes as I believe, so I'll also select the price like this, like this. Okay, I will duplicate the price, so I'll press Alt to duplicate. So I'll basically change this to different prices. So now that I have at least 3 different prices, okay, what I can do is to select 3 of them like this and add auto layout Shift A. Okay, by the way, what you should do first, because when I added this auto layout, they get weird. So you can decide to select them like this and make sure they are set to work. Okay, select this Shift A. When you get to this point, just select the text frame, set it to hog, and set this to hog in case it is not hog by default. Okay, I think that should be hog and hog, not fill, hog. Okay, select this and press the this man here, uncheck to wrap, so and check this man to hog as well. So now we have it on a straight line, the same way I did it before. I think I would like to have many of them. Maybe I will select this Ctrl D to have like a copy and just have a double of them, you know what I mean. Yeah. So now I can select, right click on it and set frame selection. With frame selection, select the frame like this and make something like this. Now I will click content, so I'll be able to hide the things inside. the idea is that you can be able to select the auto layout inside and move them like this, okay, within that area. So I have this one here. I don't need to show you other one. But okay, so then on the same thing on the naming as well, because different plants, different names. So I already gave you the names, okay. Like if you come to create options, so you have every plant here have their own names like this, okay. Let's say what I want is this one here, so I'll copy this one, Control C, then go back to this. Since I want to have many duplicates there, select this. So what I would recommend you do is to just, when you have them selected like this, select the text tool and then drag, click and drag to paste whatever you've copied, so that you can now be able to select this, follow this name, Control X to cut, and select the name of this particular dude here, and Control Shift V. Right now, so when you do it like that, it's going to paste and then still inherits the property of the text, because you might text, just press Ctrl V, you will end up creating many or maybe different styles of text. But when you press Ctrl Shift V, I think just it automatically inherits the size of that text. So basically, that is what you have to do to get all of them filled up like that. So what I will do here is to duplicate and maybe change the names. So I think I will recommend you change the names, but I don't have enough time to start doing that right now. So let's just get to the work. Okay, now what I'll do next is to select this and this and this and this, Shift A to add auto layout on them, okay. And this gap doesn't really matter, so the next one is to right click and then frame selection. With frame selection, make sure the frame is selected and then click content, so that you cannot be able to adjust the size like this, okay. Another thing that is important is that if I select this man, you can see where the gap is, so I need to make sure I select this frame and stop at exact place where the gap is, so that while pasting things will be cool for us. Now look at what you are meant to do here. In terms of having a backup, I think I'm going to duplicate this one. All these things that we've adjusted here, we are going to do it here. So select this, Control C or Control X, select this, Control Shift R, that is to paste and replace that particular one. Because now if I double click now, you can now see I have the auto layout. Now I can be able to swap like this, yeah. So the next one is this price, Control C to copy, come to this price here, go into it, Control Shift R to paste and replace like that, okay. You might definitely want to resize it more like this, so that's nice. Then for the naming, Control C, select this and Control, I just double click by the way to be able to select the item there, Control Shift R to paste and replace. Now if I click in, you can see I cannot be able to adjust this like this, okay. If you get confused anywhere, the comment section is open for all of us. I'll be checking time to time to make sure I hear your complaint if you have one, just to make sure that you get it perfectly. Anything for you, okay. As long as you get it perfectly, I think that is the end goal here. All right. So at any stage, at any point you get confused, don't hesitate to ask in the comment section. If you're starting the tutorial of the game just for you to get it clear, I don't mind, okay. So now you can see I've been able to replace these people. So what I will do now is to duplicate this particular one like this. So when I duplicate, I will select this man and go inside now and use this one and move to the next plant name like this. So you be careful not to clip the material like this, because that would be very weird. Okay, and then change this one, double click, go inside, switch the image like this. Yeah, and for the price, every other thing basically can change depending on what you want. Okay, so this one is going to be something like this. Okay, by the way, I'm pressing shift and the arrow key to move. Okay, so you don't accidentally move things out like that. So do this one like this, double click with the arrow key. If you're not holding, if you're using the arrow key, it will be very slow, but while you hold shift and use the arrow key at the same time, it will be very fast, like very fast. Okay, change the name to something like this. Yes. Okay, now what we can do is to select this. By the way, I forgot to do something, and that is the progress bar. Select your ellipse tool, drag an ellipse like this. It should be very tiny. I'm going to make it more like pure white and drag like this. Duplicate, Control D, Control D. Select everything, Shift A to add auto layout, and select this one. How many do we have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have basically 4. So I want to be able to show like the progress like this. When you have something like this, it will be weird. Select that one and ignore auto layout, and then you can be able to adjust it the way you want. It's very big now. Press the scale tool like this and scale this one. The gap between them is too much. Go back to the move tool and adjust the gap to something like that. I think I still need it to be small. So go back to the scale tool and scale like this. Okay, so basically just for you to design it very well. So I need to show the one that is like I need to show indicate the one that is into, so audience or user will be able to know what is coming next. So what you do is to select this 3, shift and clicking, give the opacity field something like 50, okay, something like 30, yeah, and select this man, Control C, then select this frame, Control V, yeah, and I'll basically select this and this, make the flip stroke so the 30, yeah, just select this one, sorry, okay, so 30, and this one to 100, okay, and now all we can now do is to select these frames like this. I'm holding shifts, you can see I do zoom closer, so I'll be able to select what I want there. You can box select if that is what you want. Okay, what I will do is to create this space here just to make it nice, and come here and create a component set. We create a component set. What we'll do is to select this man and switch to prototype, click and drag, and after delay, okay, maybe I'll make it 50 like that, and this 50 after delay, Okay, we are going to maybe adjust if necessary. Adjust the timing or the delay duration too, if necessary. Okay, I want it to loop as well, so you click on this one and drag it back to where it came from. Yeah, so now you need to preview. Okay, so you go to your assets and then you have this component here. Remember how where we preview, select this and put it here. Obviously that place is not serving us so good now. So I'll take this man and then just make it something like this, so we can be able to focus on this man. Alright, select this, or maybe I think I'm stressing myself much here. Why not just pick up any frame and change the color, just so that we can be able to see this man here. Now select this space bar and let's see. Okay. The timing is too fast, I guess. So maybe let me resize this so you see what is happening. Okay, now you can see, yeah, everything is working fine, only that the timing is too fast. Okay, so what you can do on this timing is to come to prototype and come closer to this and maybe make it 500, just to, and maybe you can change the curve from even and easier to custom and drag this handle here, this handle here, like that, and go to the next one as well. 500. Drag like this, and drag like this. Okay, just to make sure that the easel and insert looks more smooth. Like this. Okay, so let's go back to our preview here. Shift backspace, and then you have it. Wow, cool. So if you've gotten to this point, you are a pro. Okay, now all I just have to do is to you can see this place is getting messy, and that is why all your prototypes should be somewhere arranged like this. Put them there, or you can just create a section. Come here, section, and just add a big section like this, and call this section component. So we drag this man out, we press Ctrl X to cut it, and select this man, Ctrl Shift R to replace. So for these ones, for them to be able to hover, I think for them to be able to respond when you hover on them, what I did was to just change it to either add to cart or buy now. I'm not going to do all of them now, but just one. Okay? I'll select this and duplicate like this, and I just redesign this to buy now or whatever. So I'm not going to redesign it. If you want to learn how we did it, please you check the part 1 or part 2 of this tutorial. So what I will just basically do is that I want you that anytime you hover on it, you should get darker like this, because you didn't notice it. You can see if you hover on it, it gets a little bit darker. I'll select this image, I'll add it another fill. When you add it another fill like this, you can see it's now dark. Select this tool and create a component set prototype that on hover, yeah, I said instead of click while hovering, it should be instance, just like that. Okay, and put it somewhere, then duplicate by holding Alt. I'll press Ctrl K to cut, and come here, press Ctrl Shift R to paste. So I think it should work. I just believe it should work because we did it right. But sometimes it's very, very important you preview, so don't guess. Yeah, it's not good guessing. It can disappoint you anytime. So you have to preview. Just move this one here, and then you see have this one. So basically drag it out. I'll press shift backspace. Now you can see it's working perfect. Okay, so that is for that particular section here. I will select these people, just drag them out, and I think we are good now. So the next thing I'm going to do is I want to have more of this, because this is an auto layout, so I can just select and begin to do Ctrl D, and yeah, basically Ctrl D. Now I want to be able to click on this. When I click, you should be able to scroll this man left side like this. So select this and right click. Watch, or maybe let's duplicate. Then you're going to right click. Want to be on the file, so you see what I am doing. Right click and then frame selection. Take this frame, adjust it to the side that you want, and content. Now I will select this Ctrl X, select this Ctrl Shift R. Okay, remember you have a frame that just review it like this. Maybe this is how you want it. We don't want it to be on the guides. Yeah. Okay. So now we can now be able to select this and then okay. So this one should probably come. Yeah. Okay, I'll just move it far away because I know that is what I'll click. I'm not going to prototype all of them to be able to be clickable. But I think I'll encourage you to do that if you have the time to. Alright, now the next one is to select this and increase. In this, I'm going to select this now. Hold shift and press the arrow key. I'm selecting, by the way, make sure you have the frame selected. Then go to the auto layout inside this frame and use the shift arrow key. So shift and arrow key to adjust them, like just a little movement there should be nice. I want to be able to click them up to okay, and this one on this progress bar, double clicking, go to that progress, this line here. You select, yeah, it's grouped, so you might need to expand on that line, yeah, and increase avoiding shift, so I'll be able to increase on a straight line. Just increase it a little bit like this. Okay, now I will select this and switch to prototype, and I'll click on this particular one. Okay, on click like this. On click, I'll change it to smart animate, and it should be like this. But you might want to make it linear, so it's in, but that is on your own choice. Okay, if you want to make it linear, you can change it to linear movement. Then maybe I'll show you what I mean by that. So I will also want to make it that if you click on this arrow down, this one, you should be able to move back. Yeah, like this. So let's preview the design. Select and when you click, you can see when you click here, you'll be able to go back. When you set this man to linear, you should just move, or maybe ease in or ease out will be fine. This one, just click on the node there and change it to ease in or ease out. Let's try it and see one that is going to be nice for us. Okay, click here and have something like this. Okay. So if that is what you want, you can go for it. For me, select both of them and just come to this and ease out. It should start smoothly and end smoothly. Then I'm going to duplicate Control D and move this one to this one. Yeah, settings here should be fine, and that is just it. And adjust this one now. 9 and increase it like this. 9. Shift. I'll increase it like this and select this one. Okay. Now if we test our prototype again, shift backspace, click and click. Okay, we did not prototype this second one here. Yeah, prototype. You can see on this particular one, it did not tell you what to do. Go in there and click like this. Okay, it's everything is fine. Click. Now you have something like this. Okay, can you see that movement there? So if you want it to be to move proportionally, you need to count the number of assets that has to move in. Like let's say I count 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the next set should be 1, 2, 3, 4 as well, so that things can align very well. Okay, so I'm going to go now that I've been able to make this smart. The next page is here. I'll duplicate, and a lot of things happens here, so we need to interpret them one after the other. So once you click on this image, that is my intention. Once you click on it, you should be able to take it to this page. Okay, so what we can do is to select this, because I believe you are going to have different perspectives here. So I'll duplicate this, and I'm going to duplicate. So here you can see we have this one, 1, 2, 3, and what I want is to come here, design, and change it to crop. So I'm going to make something like this while holding shift and alt at the same time. Get this one up, something like this. You should get to this point. Just want to show like different perspective, and come here. I wanted to show different perspective, but I do not see like different angles on the design, so I decided to use this. And this one should be, yeah, so I'm going to hold Alt and click like this. This point, yeah. Okay. So what I also did was to like add different images, like this one. I'm going to select this. I want to select this particular one here, duplicate, and which other one do I have? Sorry, I was a little bit lazy to add plenty images, like different varieties, but what I can give you is to select this one. When you select this particular one, you can see the frame, the size. So go back to the move to and copy the width here. Can you see the width is totally something different? 198, and this one 533. Paste, Ctrl V, enter. Yeah, and then the height of this one, Ctrl C, and sorry, select this, Ctrl C, and select this Ctrl V, just to make sure they are the same height, like this. Okay, so I will maybe have like more, like up to, click on this, and click on this. Okay, so I will have 3, and then I will launch a plugin. This is photos by Figma. So if you don't have it, you can install the plugin, so you can be able to get different photos from Figma. So here I will start plants. You now have something like this, and then we will likely want to do something as well here. This plant I already have it here, so on this one I think I'm going to click in there. I just double click to apply the same plant on it, like that. So what we are meant to do here is to do something a little bit tricky, but it's going to be fine. And then on this one I'm going to change it to this one here. I don't know if I can get this. Yeah. Well, I think I can select this, come to this stuff here, Ctrl C, and come here, Ctrl Shift, sorry, Ctrl V. Yeah, I got it right. So you can just basically select the property. Already, you can see there are 2 fields now. That's why I decided to select this one. This is going to select a particular field that we want to apply to another object. Look at the arrangement here. Select all of this and then add Shift A to make it auto layout, and to add them auto layout, sorry, and then right click and say frame selection. When you frame selection, you can now be able to resize like this. Yeah. When you resize, you can now click context. Okay. Now, what you just have to do here is to press Ctrl X and select this man. Press Ctrl Shift R to paste and replace, because now you can be able to come inside here and move these people around like this. So I believe now you are getting the point. So I'm going to, the idea is that if you click on this one, it should take you here. So, and the same thing that we did on the name as well, the name should be able to change, the price should change. So select the name and do something like this, the same way we did it earlier. Okay, I'll duplicate this Shift A and Ctrl D like this, Ctrl D. So I'll just basically have to get like 2 different names and we're good to go. Select this leading, Ctrl C, and go back to this. Okay, I'll click and drag. So Peace Lily, Ctrl C, and this, Ctrl Shift V, paste and replace, and the botanic name there, Ctrl C, and sorry, Ctrl Shift. Yeah, so I think I encourage you, maybe because I've done it before, that's why I don't want to repeat it, or maybe I don't feel like repeating it, but I think you get the point. If you plan on using this animation to present, or maybe to know what you can do, I think you take your time to change the text to the appropriate right up there, so it will be nice, it will look more professional, more presentable. Okay, now I have something like this. All I will have to do now is to right click and then frame selection. When I frame the selection, I can now click and click content, Ctrl X, cut, and select this man, Control Shift R to paste and replace. Okay, so you can decide to do on the pricing as well, just like the way we did on the first stage. Okay, now what we can do here, let's see, I want to be perfect there. So what we can do is to select this man. When we click here, this person here, when we click, it should be able to land here. This man like this. It should be able to land like this. Okay, so let's preview. We'll preview. Yeah. Click, and then you click on this one, and it changes to the particular one there. Well, I think I need these people to come in. I need them to come one after the other. Like, what you can do is to get this person here, and in this frame, I will select this one and move it out, something like this. Okay, so and then I'm going to set this man to this person here, and then after delay, one or two, one. That should be 500. 500 is going to be too fast. So you can decide to use this one. Backspace. Click like this. Now you can see it comes in there. Let me start. Start and click. Okay. If you want these people to be to move in better, what you can do is to maybe make their size like this now, and come here to click content. Like if there's a way you can select this and increase the distance like this. Okay, something like that. Something like this is nice. Something like this is nice. Okay, so that while they are coming, they're going to come easily. Now if you select this, let's select and then click content again. Okay, I'm going to select this and press backspace. Guys, this came in very nice. Like this. Yeah. My internet is a little bit slow, and that's why you are not seeing the movement very well. But you can say, select this person, prototype, click on it. After delay, smart elements, and easy that is maybe you can change it to custom base here, but I think and is should be fine for us. Yeah. So we have something like this. Something like this. Okay. Now I want it that anytime I click on this, blocking our way there. Anytime I click on this, it should switch to this one, and it should switch to this one. So to do that, we need a frame selection. So the frame selection, you basically select this mark here and do something like this. We'll have it right click on it and then frame selection like this. And when we frame selection, just select this one that will frame the selection, Ctrl C, select this, Ctrl Shift R. The same thing that we have to do here. Select this because it frames the selection now, and that's why I want to delete whatever I have done here and select this now, Ctrl Shift or Ctrl V to paste. All we can do, or maybe you know what, I just want you not to get confused, because what you don't know why I'm deleting and why we are at the point where we are right now. So I'm going to press Ctrl Z to undo all that I've done. Okay, now I've prototyped this man. Okay, but if you watch here, you see that when I click and then this man, these people can you see the frame 114, and this one is also 114. But once I select this man and frame the selection, it's no longer 114, it's now 197 there. And because of that, it's not going to move smartly the way we expect it to move. This man, the name of this man and the name of this man must match before they will be able to inherit that stuff that we want them to do, like this, make that smart animation. So what I would do is to basically delete whatever I've done here and select this one 197 there because I've framed it, you can remember. Okay, and then I'm going to clip it and resize it like this. Okay, now because of this, I'll press Ctrl C and select this man, Ctrl V. I think you can see it's very nice now. Now what I'll do on this one is to double click on this auto layout and move them out of the frame. Okay, the frame selection is there, but the auto layout is what I moved out. I will select this man for me to be able to see clip content and uncheck clip content. Select this and uncheck clip content. Now what you'll do is to space these people up, something like this should be nice, and select this clip content like this. So you have these two now. Prototype again. Okay, I think the prototype is still there, and I believe you understand, or you've gotten the way I did it. Now if we select this shift spacebar, you'll have something like this now. Yeah, okay, restart and shift spacebar. Okay, so now I want, if I click here, different plans should be able to show up. So in that case, select this, I'm going to duplicate like this, and the first time it shows up, I will select this man and switch to design. The first one that shows up, or when this one comes up, like once you click on it, clicking on this one will take you here. That is, click here, and you'll be able to go to prototype and prototype that. When there is a click on this man, it should be able to show you something like this. It should be smart animate, and on click it should be fine like that. Okay, now if I size, once you click, this one should now preview. This one is going to take president, and if I click on this one, like this. So if I click on this one, it's going to also take president there. Okay, so you can see they are moving. When I click, they move. So I've not prototyped yet. Click on this, that once you click on it, it should move to this here. It should be smart animate, easy and ease out here. But when you click on this, you're expecting to see details about this. So remember what you did on this one. Double click as well to go in, and then you move this one. So be careful. That's perfect. And just there. Okay. This one is not rounded. Okay, the corner radius is not rounded, and if you go to the other one. The corner radius is rounded. That's already design now. You can see the corner radius there is 20. So I think we should do the same thing to the next one too. Click and move it here. Something like this. And double click in and make the corner radius 20. Alright, then if you click, when you click here, you get this one, and when you click here, you get the next one that is coming up. Double click, make sure the corner radius is 20. Yeah, have something like this. Okay, now you can see what you've done. Click here, click on this to come here, and then for a short period of time these people moves in, and when you click here, it's going to take you to this place. You click again, it will take you to this place. And then I want to do the last one. When you duplicate and you click here, obviously to move like so. Okay, maybe it has finished. Okay, maybe that is how you want it, or we can just have another one, Control D, like that, and then take this one, double clicking, so you'll be able to move this one out. Okay, now what we do is that when you click here, it takes you to this page. After a short period of time, this page loads, and then if you click here, it takes you here to see like a detail about this particular product. The next one should move in, and so on and so forth. So now we select this. Okay, I will prototype that. On a click, it should move here. It should be smart element. Let's say smart element. The duration should be 100 there, and maybe we can make the duration something like 500. Let's see, it's going to move more faster. And then when you click, okay, it should move to this one. Duration should be 500 milliseconds. And when you click, it should move here. Duration 500, and everything should be fine there. So now if you preview, let's see, select this and press backspace, spacebar, shift spacebar, and click like this. Now it moves in perfectly, and when you click, you can see. I've not prototyped this as well. Don't need to worry about them, but their prices are not changing. Okay, so what do? Remember the way did them earlier. Okay, this one is complete. So select this one, go to design, double click, then so this one should change like this, and go to the next one like this. This one should change. That one, assume it. Make sure your design is aligned. Like this. Okay. Now I want to see like a different perspective on this particular one. So what I'll do is to duplicate, and this is for 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to make something like this. If I click on this one, it shows so many different perspectives. So if you are here and you click on this man. Okay, so what you can do is to go to the prototyping video, prototype that. Once there is a click, you should move to this one, and the only difference you want here, just this image to be able to switch to different perspective. That is, it will look like it zooms in. Then this one, I'm going to duplicate again. Okay, and then I'll change to this one. On click, show 500, and how we do next? Select this and move like this. Okay, and duplicate again. Select this and make something like this. Interesting. Okay, now I want to go back. That means when I click on this, it should be able to take me back here. And if I duplicate again, I'll say when there's a click on this one, hope I'm getting it right. I want to undo that. Let's interpret what we've done now. When there's a click on this man, it should take me to this page. Yeah. So when there is a click on this particular page, it should take me to the page, this particular one. It should take me to the page where the element is fully laid out. This page now. Yeah. So let's try it out. Select this. You don't need to go back to the beginning there. Shift backspace. Then you have something like this, and then you have, when you reach here, you can see only this one is prototype. Click only this one, click, and then when you click, we need to click. Not working. Yeah, what happened? Select this one, and then you see what we've done there. There's a problem here, so we need to select this and delete. When we click here, you land here, but we did not prototype anything on this page. That is, I just duplicated, and this is the error or sometimes we make. Okay, if you've made it one or more many times, it's not your fault. Okay, it can be complicated sometimes. I duplicated like this and then prototype this one to go back here, but I did not prototype anything on this page, and it's not even necessary, because when you click here, it's going to take you to the last page. So on this last page, when you click on the first preview, it should take you back to this page where everything seems to be viewed, like the element is viewed, the whole element is viewed. Okay, now if I select this, I click, there's no prototype here. You can decide to add yours. Click, then if you click back, it takes you back here. You've gotten it now. I hope you do. Okay. Alright, our prototype is getting longer, so I think you can decide to start going vertically if you like. So I'll take this one out. Now the next one is this particular dude. In this case, I'm going to do vertical. So duplicate this one and make it like this. I want it that once you finish previewing the design, you click on buy. The buy should now bring up this menu where you have to fill in your payment information. Just remember, it's not here. On this place, you type that you have to travel back. That means you have to buy here. Okay. You can prototype or link them. That is, wherever you are, you can click on the buy Yeah, you understand the point. Okay, so the bar should be here because I've prototyped that this man should come back here. Okay, now when you now click on this bar here, this particular bar, this, you should be able to take it here. So when I preview right now, yeah, click, click. There's something I want to show you. Now, if you click on this bar, it just appeared like that. I want a smooth too simple to my online pin. Then here I can make it nicer. Yeah, there should be a way to make it nicer. And that is matching what is here to what is here. So I'll select this, Control C, and select this, Control Shift R to paste and replace it. Then select this man, Control C, and select this man, Control V, so that it's going to be here. But in this case, all we just have to do, I'll have to go on design and scale this man out of the frame, move it like this behind, and let's see what comes up next. I'm very sure you're curious to know what's happened there, because now if you click here and play, you see where it came in. Very smart. But select this man and go back to prototype, click on this man. It's already on smart animate, but it's too fast. I'm going to make it 1000 there. Okay, and I'll change this man to custom curve and then set this man like this. Now if I click on it again, yeah, you can see that I reset, you click, something like that. Okay, I reset, you click, like that. Okay, so maybe if you want it to come from under, I believe you know what to do. If you want it to come from the bottom, that is from here up, I believe you know what to do. Okay, so now we have something like this. You can decide to add hovering effects and this and that and that and those. Okay, but what you can do here is to add a hovering effect on this one. That means when you hover to click, it should show that it's responding. So I'm going to select this man, duplicate like this, and add a component and add a variant. And this man, what I'll do is to select this Shift X to swap the field to the stroke. I'll increase it to something like 2. Okay, and then I'll change the color to white. Now I'll prototype that when there is a hover on this, change to this, just like that, nothing much. It should be instant space. Okay, and then I'm going to Control C, come here, select this, Control Shift R, just like that, and now you can insert Control. But remember, this man is also here. You create that smart animation. You come back here and make this one like this. If you move it out, you can see the containers that are there. I need to make what is here to be here. So I'll still select this one. Control Shift R. Now you have something like that. So click contents and you have it. Very cool. Alright. Let's try it out again just to be sure that it's working. Yeah. Now if you hover on this, okay, yeah, you guys did not remind me. Yeah, most times when I'm in the class, the way I feel more confident that my students are flowing up is to make a mistake that then I will be the one that corrects me, and then yeah, I would like be so much happy that these guys know what I'm doing. These guys know what I'm doing. Okay, But since I don't have student right now, so lonely in the studio here. All right, but I don't have to. I just want to believe you guys are following along. You can just indicate in the comment section, please, that you are following along. Just write anything. I will know you are following along. Okay. Here, our intention was whenever you hover, it should change, right? So what I will do is to select this man, go to the prototyping here, and click here. You can see on display on the trigger is on click. So we just have to say while hovering and refresh the animation by clicking here and click here. Now, if you hover on it, it's not. Is it? Why? You can tell us why. Why is it not changing? Okay, let's begin to interpret it one after the other and know why it's not changing. Okay, um, it might not change for a couple of reasons. Maybe is you did not uh, prototype it very well, or maybe you did not do as you're supposed to do it. So let's on these components, okay, or maybe sometimes the internet might become your enemy, and then it would not show you what you're supposed to see, and you became frustrated. So sorry. So let's see why. If you hover, I want you to change from this field to it's true, but it's not changing right now. Okay, let's see why. I'll go to the assets and then this component has not reflected on the assets. Maybe that is why. That could be caused by my internet. Okay, so now we get again and just select the frame tool and add any frame. I'm going to change the color to something like this. That can become your enemy. Try to, okay, you can see it's working now. Alright, so I think it was the internet actually that made the second mistake not to be, because if you select this and then press shift backspace and hover again, ooh, it's not changing again. Okay, select this one that is changing, Control C and come here, Control Shift R. Yeah, Control Shift R, yeah, to paste and replace, and do the same thing to the other one here. Go to click contents and you come here, Control Shift R, like that, and you have it. I believe you should change that. If you did not, we can also blame the internet for this one as well. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's working now. Working well. Alright, so take this here like this and this. Just I just want to rearrange them so you understand the movement. Here it moves forward and here it's start moving like this. Yeah, remember this component that is there, Control X, and go to our section here where arrange all our components and so when you click on buy now, it should take you to another page, that is one pay now. To now take you to where it said your order has been recorded and so on and so forth. Okay. Okay. So on click, take the prototype here. That one should should be able to smart elements, and there are a couple of things that has to be done here. Let's see. Start there and click and just change. Not much interesting. can restart. What can we do? Change. Okay, I want you to be to animate as much as it can, as smart as it can. Okay, so if I refresh this, it's so boring. Now what you do here is that you select this one. You can see this one and this one. The works hand to hand. um First of all, go to the application, change it from whatever it is now to smart animate, and then change it to, okay, I think the custom base is nice. Okay, you're going to select this one and press Ctrl C. Select this one, Ctrl V, and you're going to move it like this. When I move it, we'll go to this opacity, that is appearance, and reduce opacity to 0. Watch. If you do that, you can do something like this. Get that? I'll do that again. Refresh and click on this one. Get something like that. But I don't like this one and this one and this one and this one. Okay. This man. That's what we have here. Okay, I want this one to move in, to come inside here. I will duplicate this man, move it like this. In this case, what we'll do is that I'll bring this one down. Oh, sorry, that is not even how. Select this one, bring it down, and then select this one, move it out. Let's see, move it out like this. Yeah. Then we can select this mainframe and uncheck this man, so we can be able to see this here. So all I want to do now is to increase the gap between these people, so that they are going to move. That's too much, but it doesn't matter. You can take it anywhere you like. Okay, so now we have on this frame everything is complete, but on this frame is empty. So all we just have to do is that when you click it, it should come here, right? And then this one should come here. What you do is to take this and on the prototype. What is happening there? I can't remember prototype. Type in this. What is happening there? What is happening? What is happening? Okay, so what I will do, there are some things that have been animated there, but it's not basically doing us any favor right now. Like if I select this backspace, I think you can see you have it here. And I'm going to remain on this page, nothing to do. Okay, now select this man and tell it that after delay, after a couple of minutes, sorry, not up to minutes, after a couple of seconds, just 1 second, just 1 milliseconds, smartly animate custom bezier and make your bezier handle to look like this. Now watch. If I do it again like this, that cool effect. So you might want to be able to click on this one again to move in, like have more frames where you click and it moves in, and moves in. I think that should be an exercise for you. I'll leave that for you, okay? So I want you to be done by yourself. Another thing we can also do, we want this one to come in a funny way. Yeah, just select this, size like this, and then click content. So now I'm going to move it out of the frame. So if you play again and click, I think there's a lot of movements. I feel like I'm going to undo that. I don't like the unnecessary movement that is playing there. Okay, maybe what I'll do is just reduce the opacity here to 20. It's going to just be circling. If I click here like this, click, and you just start from a little bit dim and then become brighter. That is much better. Okay, now the next one is that if you should cancel this one, it should not take you to the last page. Okay, so today we are going to do that. So take this page here. This is the last page. Yeah, if you have gotten to this point and you've not subscribed, please, I beg you, do where to subscribe so we can keep it going. Okay. um, yeah, I think the more the subscription, the more I get more motivated to give you guys more tutorials here, and then give you guys more videos to show you different tricks you can be able to use to get something more interesting. Figma here. Okay, you have this, you have this. What can we do? Basically, a lot of things can be done here. I want to have auto layout on this paper. Well, I don't think we need auto layout now because of what I have in mind for us. We are going to, once you cancel this one like this. So this one, look at the way it works. This one, and this one will be the same. One makes the same. I want this one to automatically adjust to this settings here, and I want this one to automatically adjust to this. So the way you do that is that when you select this dude here, you see that is on a frame. I want to remove the auto layouts on it, so I will right click and then go to auto layouts, remove auto layouts. Okay, so when you remove auto layouts, it becomes a frame, but press the backspace, control backspace, and then the frame is not free from that frame. Okay, so now you have this one here. Make sure this one, you can see the frame is frames 163 and this one is frame 109. Select this, Ctrl C, and select this, Ctrl V. I want them to have the same name, or maybe let me undo so that you understand what I mean here. If I select this man and prototype like this, that is, I'm going to change it to click smart animate that. Maybe I'll make it 500 so it's faster. Okay, now if I select this man and preview, if I click like this now, see what happens. Nothing much. Like this images and change, it wasn't that interesting, but this one was more interesting because if you select this man now, okay, can you see the name of the frame is 161, and if I select this one, the name as well is 161. So for this man to be able to animate very well with this, they need to have the same name. Yeah, if you've watched some other tutorials in my channel, you'll be able to get this concept like what I'm doing now. So make it 160, Control V, and then the 109. So let's try it out again. I'm going to click. Nothing much has changed, but what we'll do is to duplicate. Obviously, this one. Okay, maybe think just for us. Position there, we should move it like this, and expand. Click on this, like this. Okay. Then this one's my intention was to make them scroll. This one called popular here 109 109 109. Let's try it out again. I'm going to select this and content. Select this one. I will, and then it should be after delay 1 millisecond, and I'm going to select this backspace there. If I click, it's too fast now. Let's try it out again. Not bad, but we can do something. And let's go back to design, and the transition that I want here, I've not been able to get it. Let me remove I went P and like this, shift space bar. And did you see that cool animation there? This one will change. Yeah, it seems like after the delay is too fast. So like this from here, I can make this duration to be 1000. Okay, it should be smooth. So select this, and when I click, of course, now I'm much more happier to see the design come to life. Yeah, you can see how it's behaving. It comes in. Yeah, so nice. Maybe you can decide to match this one. You can match them by coming here, frame 09, frame 109, and this one is frame 1. Just change it to 109A, 109A, okay? And they have the same name. Watch. What we do is to just move it down. So it's going to come in. It should come very late. Because now, if I move this and press, it comes so fast, more than I expect. Can go back to design and okay, let's see if you can move this one. I want it to come late. Oh, it's coming fast. Why is it too fast? I'll take this on this side. Or maybe I'll take it to this side. Okay, when I take it to this direction, it's going to come like this. So I'm going to I don't know if you like that. Maybe if you are the kind that you like many animation, like animation, you might want to go for it. Okay, that's one there. But I think we are good. Yeah. So this one, on the preview here, you see when I have this, click on this. Yeah, and I have this. I'm trying my own animation, like when I get it. other protocols here. So if I click here, we have something like this. If I click here, so you can see this one. You can see. Alright, so what you do, so I don't want to create an extra space to another place. So we can make use of the one we have to get materials. When you're moving, they should start scrolling. Something that happened there. Down. Come up very far. Stay longer. For this, I'm going to duplicate like this. When I duplicate, I can decide to change the image, which I recommend you do. Okay? Because you know how we do this. As I said, you should just use that one. Or maybe better still, why not come to our design here? This particular one. But if I do it from here, it's going to be here. Okay. Just go and change the image. Different image, different write-up, and different prices. Okay, here I'm going to select everything like this and duplicate. You can see they are inside an auto layer, so I'm selecting the items inside the auto layer. Ctrl D up to 2 times because I want them to be long. Now select this auto layer, right click and set frame selection. With frame selection, you can see this one. Watch, there is 114.99, so I'll Ctrl C to copy it. Then on the selection, on the frame that we have added, you can set this to press Ctrl V to paste that the frame line. Now you can see we have this and then we have this. So I just made it the exact size of this space that it will occupy the same space like this. And then I'm going to basically duplicate like this. So what we do now is to align this one to the opposite direction. So to do that, I'm going to select this one and move them out like this. So they should just move. Yeah, I'm holding shift and left arrow key there. So you have this and you have this. Select it in there. So it will stop at the exact point that it's supposed to. So like I'm moving this. Yeah. So yeah. It's nice now. So what I will do is to select this people, click content, and select this one, click content. Now select everything here, that is this frame, and create a component set. Set this one, go to prototype, set this one, smart animate, and the curve here should be, and the duration for now I think it doesn't matter much. And then here starts, so that it will automatically, once it moves, it automatically jump. So let's see what we've done. Add a frame immediately here, and go to design. Sometimes you need to allow this one to reflect before. If it did not reflect immediately, probably because of your network, always allow it to reflect before you see the video. I can just duplicate from here and change this map color, something like this. Watch, if I press shift backspace to design, nothing is happening now. Okay. Alright, that means okay. What can we do now? Why is it not moving the way it's supposed to move? Okay, what we can do now is to select this man, come here to the prototype. I will set it to after delay. Okay, instead of click, it's going to be after delay, and you make it maybe 1 millisecond, and you come back here to this one. Same thing, after delay, it should be instant, maybe 1 millisecond as well, and refresh. Okay, it's moving too fast. Why? That is because of this dude here. By default you set to 1000. Let's increase it to 5000 and refresh. Okay, sometimes when you increase the numbers, it's going to be behaving weird. That means it's no longer moving. So I think something 3000 should be fine. I don't know. When you increase the numbers, it might just refuse to move again. Like I don't know why. Maybe that is, you can report that as a bug. So let me increase to 4. So, and if you want it to be, so let's say you can see I'm increasing the duration here, but it has refused to move. And so it's accepting 3000 and refresh. You can see 3000 moves. So but you want it to be slow, you want it to take it gently. Okay, what I can recommend you do is to have more of this. So like if you come here now, you have a lot of this. You can duplicate to have more. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So I'm counting it because you need to do something here. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, obviously we need to right back. What you can do is to select this and then align like this. I just selected it to align this way. So let's check it out again. I think we messed things up, and that because we did not set it at the beginning. Like it's not recognizing the ones we added earlier. So maybe just do it from start, that is before you begin to add those settings. Make sure you already added as many as you want first, so that it's going to be smooth. But I will keep on trying and trying just to adjust the timing, durations, so you get something at least. Okay, so that is how you can be able to get that one done. Now all you just have to do is press Ctrl C to copy and press Ctrl Shift R. Ctrl Shift R. When you do this, you might not be able to animate as you want it, so you make sure what is there is what is there by going to design and click this one. Then you see this one here. You press Ctrl Shift R as well. Now we are going to play. Sorry. Select the component, Ctrl X, and go to the section here, Ctrl V. The component here, and here I'll select this and click content, and select this and click content. So you can now play. So that is it, guys. Um, I think I'm going to end it here for today for this particular series. Okay, if you have any question, please leave it on the comment section. I'll go through to answer your questions that will be coming up, and then I encourage you to subscribe. Okay, please subscribe. Just share to those people that you think the video is going to be helpful to, and then please do well to subscribe and leave your comments about the kind of video you'll be expecting or the kind of tutorial you'll be expecting, or any animation in Figma that you want to achieve. Maybe you don't know how to go about it. Please feel free to contact me if by exchanging contact or maybe social media handle, so you can be able to interact together. You ask your question and I'll be dropping the tutorial, yes, as soon as possible. Okay, leave if there's any design that you see or you want to achieve, or any concept you want to achieve. Okay, or maybe you saw a design or animation created in Figma that you want to know how it is created. Please feel free to leave it in the comment section. I will try to drop the video as soon as possible. So at this point, bye.